Hello and welcome everybody to part 17 of the Genoa Let's Play for Stainless Steel. And it seems that Sicily has suddenly pulled back its forces from God knows where to make a rallying defence at its, well, potentially one of its final settlements. I've identified the other one that's still on the boot of Italy as such. And on Sicily itself have a few regions left there. So watching the Turks engage a bit of diplomacy, and now back to France, where I'm besieged Angers, and I'm going to continue the siege for several turns to basically weaken their resolve, weaken them down. I'm not sure if the Holy Roman Empire is at war with France right now, but they've got Reims. I think they've always had Reims. I will check briefly. England moving a few troops around, their king as well, pulling back out of French territory. And my princess stationed closely nearby, ready to engage in a diplomatic effort to steal Tancred Capet, I believe, as a new general and young man into the Genoan family. And I'm going to decline this offer here because he's a bit old. Oh no, she's been disgraced. She failed to get her man, the Gorgon. Where is she? There she goes. She's been disgraced. To be fair, not a huge loss to the family, if I'm honest. We were obviously hoping on this one to carry on the name. We're going to have another one coming of age shortly. And we will hit this one as well, I believe. Or maybe not. I can't tell. Actually, it's 14 when they come of age, I think. 14 or 16. One of the two. Anyway, we're going to go to our good princess over here in Paris and hope that she can, you know, help our fortunes. No promotion here. Diplomatic information. Holy Roman Empire now at war with the Republic of Venice. So I could use this to save Venice and move in and take Bologna in northern Italy. And I'm going to wait for now. Construction report. Lots of construction going on that turn. Trait increase. Bold barter on one of my merchants. And Princess Grace we don't. It's a loss we will have to obviously take. So Paris. Oh, he's improved. His skills have gone up, as has his age, and we now have a 52% chance of claiming him. I was going to originally go for this chap, but now he's better, and obviously slightly older. So let's hope that we can take him. Huzzah! We have claimed him. Well done. Of French blood, relatively healthy, a biological son, military-minded, sharp, great speaker, easily riled, conscientious trainer, promising commander, and virile, so it improves chances of having children. So that's perfect. Wife is Genoese, royal ties, lovely, admirable. It just, everything is going very positively for him. However, I have just realised this is very bad because he's now going to be killed straight away. Because France is obviously going to move out and attack him. So I kind of have to move quickly to try and save face. In order to do this, I'm actually going to attack Angers now, claim Angers, and then try and barter a peace with France. We're up against Prince Oliver, and we have several reinforcing armies coming towards us. So we're going to fight this battle and see how it goes. Hopefully we can defeat all these forces, and then I can get a peace with France so that my now promising Tancred can basically survive to become part of the family. Bit of a gloomy day. Let's give it a wait and see if we can get a better day to fight this battle on. That looks a lot better. Let's start the deployment.
Units, await my orders. Unit, drop equipment. Unit, drop equipment.
So just getting all my missile units to drop their equipment there so I can form them up. Because I'm obviously going to want my infantry on the rams and what have you. I know I've got reinforcing armies to worry about, so I'll keep an eye out for them. But I'm going to use all my mercenaries here to try and obviously capture the walls. Get these guys grouped. That's my second group in front of my crossbows now, and then my cavalry to form up behind. They may well be used to deal with the reinforcements. So let's start the battle there.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Thankfully, the enemy is trying to attack the tower with my catapults. Thankfully, the enemy is, well, reinforcements are deployed way behind the castle, way behind Angers. So I have a chance to break through their gates quickly, storm their walls, and push and claim the city. However, it's a two-tiered castle, which is always bloody annoying, but there's no unit up in the central square just yet, which is good. All their troops are in the outer castle. I was trying to hit their towers, just do a bit of damage there, but unlike Third Age, catapults are not that powerful, not that destructive. I nearly hit those guys there. So I'm actually going to get the catapults to just stop firing, because there's not much point to using them right now. My mercenary spearmen, I'm hoping, will be able to beat the Kingdom of France spearmen that are up on the walls. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to push forward with a plethora of crossbowmen in loose formation to try and start chipping away at the enemy forces. And once we break through, see if my cavalry can storm in, but we do have spear militia the other side, so I will have to push in with plenty of spearmen. So I'm going to move forward with my spearmen as well. Spear militia, and just push and attack as much as possible. So my guys are now getting up on the ladders. This side we should be able to take it relatively easy. The crossbowmen up here, there's only 9 of them. But over on the left they've got a far tougher job up against a whole unit of spear militia there. And there's more spear militia left over here, which perhaps these guys will come across to. But we should be able to claim this wall relatively easily. And the gates are now going down. Pushing forward with all those crossbowmen as you saw. And let's see what the reinforcements are doing. They're trying to find a way into the castle, but it seems that the nearest gate to them is over here, which they're not far enough round for yet.
If we remain true and
This
wholehearted,
other reinforcing army,
be ours.
cavalry, archers and spearmen, they're having to run the entire way. It looks like for them, their nearest gateway on this side, because they've chosen to come up on the left, is in fact the same gate that I am besieging. So I very much doubt that they will make much progress here. But we're already attacking the gate, and my crossbowmen are being attacked, so I'm going to push them even further forward, try and fire volleys over the walls. Meanwhile, my spearmen on the right side of the gate are making good progress. We've drawn the spear militia up to attack us, which means that my cavalry could storm in for hopefully a quick victory. I'm trying to see where their general is. Their general is up here. And gates still there. My crossbowmen not able to do much, so I'm going to pull them back because they are taking considerable losses. So we're going to pull back with them right now. My spearmen on the left making progress, just about holding their own against the enemy spearmen now. Spearmen over here engaging again pretty easily with the spear militia, and they've just poured boiling oil onto my ram. Not too much damage on it, but the gates are about to fall, so I'm going to push forward with my own spear militia and just surge through. And I'm going to keep my crossbows ready to deal with the reinforcements that are going to come around this corner over like so. And we're going to have some units coming over from this side too.
The battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
So I'm charging with my cavalry straight away. Spearmen as well, at the moment they drop the ram. In they come to claim the centre, and my militia as well to get in, start claiming some territory, some land inside. Then we can just hold out against the enemy forces. They are
Praise to God. We have captured the enemy's wall.
pouring hot boiling oil all over my spearmen. Better them than, I guess, my cavalry. Hoping they've run out now. Because it would be pretty bad if they did it all on my cav right now. Gonna get my cav to charge up the main square. Whoa, ballista, that was well timed from them. Who's at the front? I'm going to bring the Frankish knights around like so, actually. I'm going to get my mailed knights to engage the general's bodyguard from the front. The Frankish knights, though, to flank round. And then attack from the rear. This unit is going to engage the spear militia up here. And this one over here, the archer levy up top. The remainder of my mercenary spearmen are going to attack and defeat the ballista. And the rest of my forces will hold here. Pull my general back and my cavalry militia. So, holding just about against the general's bodyguard, but taking quite considerable losses. Once my Frankish knights can get a good long charge all the way down this street, which should hopefully cripple the enemy general. So there we go, give him the charge command now.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset.
I'm just checking the reinforcing army is pulling back over here. Up here they are marching forward steadily and slowly. They are most likely not going to get here anywhere near in the time that they need to help their guys out. Pretty evenly matched on the walls, my spearmen. This one should go down quicker now that we've sent extra units up towards them. Ballista's crews have been thoroughly, thoroughly destroyed so far. The enemy general, though, is surviving a little bit better than I had hoped against my charge from my mailed knights. I may have to commit my general's bodyguard, so we'll bring him in to try and do some damage. Frankish knights doing okay, and I'm going to charge him with the militia cav as well. We don't need to worry about the units outside the walls just yet. I'd rather secure the walls first, and this is their best unit, the general's bodyguard, right now. My Frankish knights are taking a lot of damage. Not entirely. Well, I was kind of hoping these guys would be a bit better, basically. But clearly, the general's bodyguard is stronger than I thought. But they'll be under, hopefully, half health by the time my general gets there. So it should be fine. Spearmen up on the walls. Slowly pushing them in between my two units of spearmen. Over on the left, just holding their own. Should be able to do this. Yes, there we go. Frankish knights have held long enough for me to charge in with my general. And the French general's bodyguard is now being engaged and brought down. And we've killed their general. Prince Oliver, France. I'm sure France will take a gracious call for peace after this, after killing their son. So I need to get this ram re-engaged and get back in under the gates. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to pull all my units inside. Try and capture the entire town. The entire castle, I should say. Pull it in like so. My cavalry, rest of them pulling up towards the other gate.
Only half the enemy force remains.
French here, broken and routed. Charge my militia through to save the rest of my mercenary spearmen on the left wall. Obviously the enemy can engage by climbing up my ladders, but I'll leave them for now. Really making a good push against the French, who've broken on this side now, but I'll leave these guys to defend those walls against all attackers. I'm not sure why they didn't come through this gatehouse, if I'm honest. I want to claim it as soon as possible, so that the French don't just wander on in. We picked up the ram, and we are now going to go up to the second gate to destroy it, so that we can capture it and then hold win the day, basically. And yes, we've got Kingdom of France coming in towards my cav now. So obviously we do not want that at all. Where's my general? Why has he gone over here? We'll send these guys back over like so. Obviously the French reinforcements now coming through that gateway, which is going to cause me a right bit of problems. So I'm going to have to bring my crossbowmen up to deal with them, or at least bring my crossbows to hold here. Or at least some of them anyway. Try and put them into 2 rows, and they should be fine now. Assume they're going to try and reinforce the centre. We've held all these walls now, so I'm going to bring my spearmen up like so. And likewise, oh no, these guys have defeated my mercenaries over here. So I'll engage against these guys with my urban spear militia that are on the wall still. Pushing up towards them now. Bringing the ram up too, in case we need to smash the gate open. But these guys may well open the gate for us and allow us to go in. Oh, no, they're wavering, so we'll just kill them now. Archer slaughter.
Orders completed, my lord.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Little to my knowledge, I'd not seen this occurring at the gate, which is obviously not good. I'm going to bring my spearmen back to engage the cavalry at the gate. I've caught up some of my crossbowmen and my catapults. Not too worried about the catapults. But I'm now going to engage these mailed knights. Trying to bring my crossbowmen out so that we can also engage from the side. The French are pulling in towards their gates now. Pull my general away just in case they get charged here. Get my crossbowmen to fire just from here. I'm just going to have to just stop and fire.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
By that, I assume they mean the chaps here, the mailed knights, perhaps. We're being shot in the back while being pinned by my infantry. They're now all pouring into the central square, so I'm going to have to try and push and take these guys down. I was hoping I wouldn't have to fight this. Quick charge with my cavalry to try and hit them while they've got their backs turned. Don't have enough infantry for this, really. For a very, very quick charge to try and break up the spearmen, who have instantly routed. And that's quite a devastating charge on them, but I now need to pull back with my cavalry before I risk losing my general.
Praise to our Lord. Our men have slain the enemy general.
Another general is down.
Lose heart.
We can drop this ram and charge forward. All my crossbows to attack this unit of spear militia. So that's the gate secured. We'll leave these spearmen there actually to hold the gate. These guys, I think they've... Oh no, we've got more spearmen coming up the wall now, reinforcements, so we'll have to hold here. That's fine, we can deal with that. And we're now going to attack the French catapults and ballista that are coming up through the eastern gate. So we'll hold more reinforcements off there. My general's bodyguard is being attacked by the tower, so I'm going to pull them back. And we're charging in. But it looks like they've had burning oil poured on top of them yet. But in we charge. Push up with my crossbows as well. Just push in here. And I'm going to bring the cavalry, bar my general's bodyguard, in for some kind of hammer and anvil type strikes. Oh damn, we've lost the gateway. We have to try and reclaim that. May need to get a unit to grab the ram very quickly and then pull back up. We're holding at all angles. Oh no, we've now got the gateway. Broken some of the spearmen already. They've got these cavalry in there too. Bringing up my cavalry though, everyone charging in. It's go time. Spread the crossbowmen at the top, all the way along. Sending the cavalry over here, one to try and distract the enemy cav, and also so I can start flanking some of the spearmen here. How are my militia doing holding off their siege equipment? They're doing fine, which is jolly good to hear. My crossbows are just forming up, and my cavalry has formed up nicely over here, so we can now charge into the back of the spearmen and push the enemy back. In comes a charge from my militia cav, which has done rather well against those guys, and I'm now going to pull back with the cavalry for the rest of the spear militia engage. My crossbowmen starting to fire all over the place. We've caught the attention of the Frankish knights, which I'm going to get my 2 units of crossbows to engage with. Meanwhile, my crossbowmen are being charged by spear militia. I'm hoping that I can push them back with the crossbows. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time to fire. Bringing down plenty of the mercenary knights already though with the crossbows, and I'm now going to charge into their flanks with my cavalry. If my men can just hold the line here, even with 1 unit of cavalry, I should be able to break them. I'm trying to hit them again with the... Oh no, I don't want to bring them too close to the tower because we've lost the gateway here once again. But yeah, hoping that the crossbows can still continue firing at the Frankish mercenary knights, which they are. In come my own cavalry with a good charge into the flanks, hopefully breaking the cavalry now. And we're pinning all these spearmen so far, which is working absolutely brilliantly. So I'm going to pull the cavalry out now, back of the square, and just get a good solid charge into the flanks of the enemy units. My spearmen are holding in the centre, and we've kind of got the spare unit of crossbows here now, along with these guys which can fire against into the spear militia here. So now with the cavalry militia, we can just charge into the back of the spear units. Hopefully going to get a good charge in there. Not deploying lances, but should be... Oh, they are at the last moment, which is actually resulting in a resoundingly good cavalry charge. I'm going to pull them back now, rinse and repeat, and we're starting to capture the city already now. Oh, no, we're not. Lost it. Fighting against all these units here with my militia, just holding. Again, in a way, I may end up giving this settlement away, but we're doing this to capture it so that we can get a peace with France. Catapults being fired in from French outside. Don't think they're going to have much success there. We can now flank these guys with my spearmen and crossbows. Thankfully my Genoan crossbowmen are holding, my militia at least.
Only half our force remains.
But we have decimated a reasonably large size French force, plus we've killed their crown prince. And that was a very good charge into the back of the cavalry there. Enemy general flees. I've lost a few of my troops here. We've broken these guys, so I'm now going to charge in melee mode with my units. Charge out with the cavalry, ready for another charge, another attack. It's just a case of holding the square for 3 minutes.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the
Turn the cav round, recharge the enemy while I'm engaging with my crossbowmen, because they've turned back around once again. These guys are exhausted though, but once more they charge. We can hopefully slaughter these spearmen. Not such a great charge that time. Hopefully enough to push. Got plenty of crossbowmen to engage in melee, which is solid. And I'm hitting these French levy archers now. Quite a lot. Holding the gate, we're fine. Just the last few units, so heavy losses, but all for a good cause. I believe it worth it at least. Peace with France for a few turns, and then we can just redeclare war against them. And I'm going to bring my general's bodyguard inside. I'm going to take this opportunity to do it through the gateway. There we go. Because his bodyguard unit will help secure a good charge bonus now against these guys that are being pinned by my crossbowmen now. I'm going to form them up the top and get ready to bring around. These guys, lances down, getting ready to charge. Here we go. That's a good charge right to the back of the spearmen there. Pull the cavalry back, and now my general's bodyguard are going to charge into this larger lump of spear militia, but hopefully with even more devastating force. Once I get right in there, I'm going to release a rally to hopefully inspire my troops that are engaged in melee there. Here they go. Charging out, lances bared. And now comes the rally. That was a brilliant charge.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is.
Just like that.
Press onward and break the spirit. The
We
Lord
have
above
broken
is
him.
kind. We have captured the enemy's general.
We've captured the enemy's general.
Teach the cowardly dog to run. Now
That's
we
good.
can rest at our leisure.
I'm just making sure my general has survived from that. I think he has. I haven't had a kill message come up. I can't see him right now. Oh, he's over here.
Orders completed, my lord.
There he is. Charging back in towards the spear militia and now engaging these guys here. Gatehouse is Kingdom of France, so they can storm back in. But my militia are doing fine over here against the ballistas. Back to the main square, where we've annihilated the remainder of the spearmen here. They're all down, and the last of the spearmen are trying to hold off about 150 men or so. Actually more than that, probably need 200. Get my general charge in there. It should be fine to do so because the spearmen aren't facing them, so limited risk of general dying. There we go, in we charge. Pull the cavalry back out again after their initial impact.
Our men no longer
And now we control the central part of the castle. So I'm going to skip ahead now in the timer because my plan is to just defend for the next few minutes to capture the square, because I'm not sure I've got enough men to, well, it's going to be a long protracted battle and I'd rather just capture it now. So be right back. And there we have it, a victory. Going to end the battle.
Victory is ours.
An average victory, and
Be a salve on our wounds. Proud
honestly not my
in the
best, I
name
know
of
that.
the
It was
Holy
quite...
Cross.
I was pushing with mediocre units at best, and again just trying to force myself, driving pretty hard with a lot of those units to try and kill as many of the enemies as possible and just forge my way into the central plaza. So I will take that those were not fantastic tactics there at all. And following that, I'm going to ransom them. I was attempting to get in kind of a mediatory sort of setting to help improve the chances of me
A most honorable victory, my noble
getting peace with
lord.
France next, because I obviously need Tancred to
Delivered us
survive.
this victory.
So it now all comes down to this.
Noble lord, we suspect you merely waste our time.
I need to push forward a ceasefire. And make a demand of map information.
Très bien.
And
Très bien.
they are honoured to accept that. We are now at peace with France.
My lord.
There we go. Only need to hold it for a few turns while we restock our forces now. That's why I wasn't too bothered about losing as many troops there as I did, because that was the plan. Forge peace.
An honor to serve.
Bring up my general anyway. My faction leader, rather.
I would fight for
So
your people
from
if they
here
were my
we
own,
can
friend.
push on Paris shortly. But a few turns respite will mean the French get a chance to recover as well. But we'll push on that shortly. And these are the various Sicilian forces that have seemed to have come home. But we'll see that next time with Syracuse. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed. Please don't remember to comment, subscribe, thumb up this video. And this video has a 500 like target for a 1 hour special. So when this reaches 500 likes on this video, the next part will be 1 hour long as a little extra bonus for you guys for the thumbs up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. See you all again soon. Ciao for now.